Now, once you have familiarized with yourself with the book, then the next thing is, what are we going to do here? Well, first of all, after you've read the chapter, whatever it may be, then you may have the possibility of using AutoCAD to create some of these diagrams. And that'll be explained to you in the lecture notes. So basically what you need to do then is to make sure that you have AutoCAD available to you so that you can use the templates that I've created in order to solve these diagram problems. Second thing is that we're going to have to write out word problems on paper in order for you to show your work. So therefore you should be prepared to solve mathematical problems in a specific format. That format I will explain in my next lecture. But just understand that this work on paper will be done and submitted as a paper copy. Now the next thing is that we may end up with a couple of quizzes, generally a quiz at the end of every module, and we'll have a final exam, which will be comprehensive. In other words, it will have the material from the first topic to the last topic. It's not going to be just one unit. It's going to be a topic from each of a question from each topic that we have there. Now the timetable, as you're well aware, this is a 5.5-week course. It actually has condensed an 11-week course into half the time, or 5.5 weeks. So therefore, it's very, very important that you stick with this for the 5.5 weeks, because you cannot lag, and you got to remember that you're putting in the same amount of time as the person is in an 11-week on-ground course, but you only have 5.5 weeks to do it. So keep that in mind. The next thing is that we will have, and I suggest that you dedicate at least 2 hours for each of these topics. Not the module as a whole, but each topic within the module. For instance, in this module, we will have 3 topics. So you should dedicate at least 6 hours for this module. Don't short yourself on the amount of time. You should meet, and I'm recommending highly, you meet with your instructor once a week. There will be office hours scheduled, and that will be outlined on the website. And finally, you have to complete all assignments. These assignments have to be in a clear, concise manner and done in the format that I'm going to prescribe to you later. So be sure that you have the correct information when you submit. Now finally, in this first lecture, is how do we submit this work? Well, this work will be submitted in one of 3 ways. First of all, we have paper copy. Generally, this is for the use of the word problems. Now, you can submit the paper either as a fax. You could fax it to your instructor. You could hand deliver it to your instructor. You could use post and mail it, although I don't recommend post because it takes too long, because you need to get that assignment turned in as quickly as possible. So make sure when you do the paper problems, then you should make a copy of it and get it to your instructor within the time limit. Secondly, AutoCAD. You have AutoCAD on your computer, and there will be a template put on the website in Blackboard, and then you'll take that template and download it on your computer. When you finish with the problem, all you need to do is use email, and you can email the AutoCAD file to your instructor, who will then grade it and be able to return it to you. So that's another method of submittal. And finally, there are electronic submittals. As I mentioned earlier, you can use fax, you can use email, you can use copies of certain types, and there are a number of other vehicles by which you can submit your problems. Whatever you do, you must submit on time, because again, our time limit is 5.5 weeks, and it's going to go by fast. Well, there you have it. That's the first lecture of kinematics at PTI, and I'm prepared to help you through it, or your instructor will be available, and good luck. Thank you.